So let's cut to the chase. Let's cut to the what? Let's cut
Cut it to... Man, I don't know. Santiago from the future. Subtitles.
Let's cut... Fuck, forgot.
Let's cut to the... Google.
Let's cut the cheese here. No.
Peraí, vou dar uma bebidinha aqui.
Let's cut to the... Chase. It's chase. Let's cut to the chase. You're right.
Fuck, I was right. Eu tinha esqueci. I completely forgot.
Eu tinha pedido umas perguntas pro chat GPT que eu sempre peço, pra ele dar uma coisinha aqui pra gente.
Trapaceiro.
Não é trapaceira, não.
Trapacinha do momento.
Não, mas
aí
ele
só
tá ali
pra
pra
dar uma
ajudar.
luz.
Eu falo que ele é o employee que eu não tenho.
É lógico, ó.
É o estagiário que não reclama.
Sim.
And we are back!
Welcome to SetCast, and today we have Karina.
Yeah.
She is a color analysis consultant.
Yes.
Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you very much for having me here.
The pleasure
Thanks
is
for
ours.
the invite.
But that's straight away. Explain to us a little bit. What is it? What is a color analysis consultant? What services do you offer? That's a little crazy.
Yeah, how important that is, because I mean, like, it's not just colors, right?
What is that?
Yeah, what is that?
I think nowadays many people you know because it's a trend. So if you go to TikTok or any social media, you have videos about the color analysis. But pretty much it's trying to identify the best colors that's gonna suit you in regards to clothing, makeup, hair, and then accessories as well. So pretty much that. So we go through fabrics and then we realize what color is going to suit you best in regards to cool colors, warmer colors, bright colors, soft colors, darker colors, lighter colors.
Yes.
Anyway,
And I remember you said that you also offer a service, a style service or something like this?
Yes. So like there is different services that you can start from the color analysis and then you can go through styling, trying to identify your style personality, go through your body shape, trying to get to know your proportions in your body. We can do personal shopping, outfit styling, detox of your wardrobe, face shape as well. It's really important to get to know what haircut to suit you the best, or glasses as well, or earrings, anything. So
okay, let's cut to the chase. What about me from 1 to 10?
Ooh, man, you don't want to go
How
there.
should I improve here? Like,
she is
you
very
look
honest,
wonderful.
so don't
come on. Anybody can wear anything that you feel comfortable with yourself. It's pretty much when you look in the mirror and say, look,
I look
don't
lovely
like
today.
I don't like how I look. And then especially like for men, that sometimes you don't want to use makeup or anything. So you need the colors pretty close to your face and then what's going to suit you the best and make you feel good about yourself as well.
and also to present an image that I want to show to people, because what I see lately, I was talking to Mara about it. People present themselves somehow with some clothes, some style, but they are the complete different version of what they are. You know what I mean?
Would you like to communicate?
Yeah.
Yes. So sometimes, especially like in work, sometimes you want to give an impression, like you need to deliver a message. I want to get that new job, or not even in work, just for your life. Like sometimes if you just dress, I say if you have like a uniform every day, you just put that, wash and then put it again, but you don't feel yourself. You look in the mirror and it's like, oh, this is so boring. That's not me. So you need to figure out who you are and then your personality, and then it's going to match through the colors or the way you dress as well. And then we can communicate, loads of different messages. Usually we say 3 to 7 seconds for a person to read you and make, an impression about yourself. So let's say I'm dressing red in pink today, and then when you look at me, it's like, okay, she looks nice, or she doesn't. The impression when sometimes it's like, oh, she's not nice, like a new person coming to the group, and then it's like, oh, she's not nice, and then in the end, she's really nice. Yeah. Probably the way that you read her, through clothing or anything.
Or even sign languages, non-spoken languages.
So
there's
the
a very
behavior as well.
book.
So we say that is the ABC. So appearance, behavior, and then communication. So the way that you communicate as well. So if I was here sitting down trying to talk like this, you'll be like, come on, it's a podcast, let's talk. Yeah. But if I talk like this, you'll be like, oh wow. So depends if you're very extroverted or introverted. So all that you matter. And then through your clothing or your colors, you can tell a little bit a story about yourself too.
So you think that can help you somehow to build up or to rediscover who you really are somehow?
Yes.
Because what I see is like, as you said, like the uniform. Monday to Friday, I am wearing the same uniform, a beautiful blue uniform. But then I have the weekends and SetCast, other projects ongoing. So I just decided to get rid of the clothes I wasn't using and forcing myself to build a new wardrobe. What's the first step for me, like I got rid of what I wasn't using already, so I want to redo it.
Recycle the wardrobe
create
style.
a new, yeah.
I think the main thing, if you understand who you are, and then we go through the style personality process. So doesn't matter if I tell you wear the type of colors or wear the type of jumpers or jackets that you're wearing, and then you say, but that's not me. So we need to figure out who you are. So in a consultation, go through, different tests, and then you go through stuff that you like and why you like that. And then your lifestyle as well, your routine. Let's say you get up in the morning and then you go to the gym and then go to work. And then, or if you have kids, you don't have kids. So all that matters to build your wardrobe that's going to be, your face, something that you're going to enjoy looking to the wardrobe. And then there is no clothing sitting there that you don't get to wear as well.
And you do this part of this consultation as well. Let's say, how expensive can that become?
So to start, if you only start from a color analysis, it starts from 129. There is different packages. We can start to get to know your colors, and then once you know your colors, you're gonna have
this is January 2025. We're doing this, so it might change. Price might vary.
You can check my website once you're watching this.
Yeah, but how expensive can that become? In clothing,
a lot, because if you're gonna completely change your wardrobe,
but to make something proper, how much would you suggest me?
Usually could you still wear something that's in your wardrobe? I'm really against that people throw everything away, restart everything new, especially because if you go through the shops or trends, let's say, but we're not gonna find everything that's your personal taste in just one season. So usually for my clients, I say it takes about 3 years for us to build a wardrobe that's our face. So let's say if I go shopping today, I probably find a coat that I like, a dress, but I'm not gonna find every single piece.
Yeah.
And then we have to see if you're minimalist, maximalist, to see, how much pieces you want to have.
But can someone be everything at the same time? Because sometimes I like dressing up in a certain way, and other times and
completely different.
Yes,
it's just
I don't have a personality.
It depends on your moods as well. So it could be that today you're dressing all in different color, but tomorrow I just today. It depends on our emotions as well. Especially here in Ireland, we look outside and then you see it's always gray outside, so we tend to just wear more just darker colors or neutral. But there is this dopamine dressing, where you bring colors to your wardrobe just to make, feel more happy. And then colors can, gives a lot of
but it's tough actually to find
3 years
clothes here that are colorful over weekend or over winter, 3 years. What?
3 years of the whole process. It's not that something simple. It's good to know because I am really into it.
Yeah, no, it takes a while. Let's say when I start studying all these and start working with this, is because I found myself, I was a little bit lost. And then I was looking my wardrobe through, after maternity and stuff, I was looking my wardrobe and then I couldn't really find anything interesting. It's that's not me anymore. I used to go to the corporation and then I was at home, and then I could get rid of all that, but it's not really sustainable
No.
as well.
No, it's not.
And then buy everything new, and then the big investment that you're gonna have to make. And then let's say you buy everything new in this season now, in whatever they have in the shops. Now when comes spring, you probably don't have anything to wear for spring, so you're gonna have to buy few different pieces, and then comes summer, and then autumn again, and then you're gonna have different. But if you want something basic, let's say like a capsule wardrobe, you could build that in one season, of course, or in 1 month, of course. You could buy bits, and then you could build, let's say, like 3 pieces of trousers, or 5-10 pieces of jumpers and a jacket, and then with that you could work for you. But again, depends if you're minimalist, maximalist, all that you matter too.
I'm just a human after all. So.
And how did it happen? Because you worked in companies you just mentioned.
Yes.
What happened in your life? Why did you decide to go and pursue this career and start your own business?
So back in the day, before I came to Ireland, I was a lawyer.
Okay.
So working in the law firm, decided to come to Ireland just for 6 months. That was in 2008. And then I'm here until today, 16 years later. But I always loved law, and I wanted to keep working as a lawyer. So when I came and then decided to stay, I start trying to get back to law. So I got recognized in Portugal first, to trying to get my career back, and then I started studying here. But what was always a little bit hard because the law is different. And then I decided to study again. So I did a legal executive course, but then I got pregnant, and then I always try to work between my job and then trying to do other jobs, but I had to have a full-time job as well. But after the maternity leave, I went back to the corporation. I was like, oh, okay, that's not maybe,
especially with a kid now.
I know. So she was just a year, and I was like, okay, I take another time off just to have the motherhood. And then I stayed another year home, but then came the pandemic. And then I was like, okay, what can I do? What can I study? So do I really want to be just in law? And then I feel like I did the consultants for myself, and then I felt in love with the process, and that's why I started studying this. And then now I'm much happier. I realized law was in my other life. But I love this. Usually in law, people bring problems, difficulties. That's very hard. Yeah. But these people have their difficulties, but much better difficulties, let's say, to deal with. Yeah. And then nice to be talking to people, It's so nice when you see the results that people get from, and then they are like,
the self-esteem, how you change the self-esteem.
And then, how they feel exactly after, they realize what really suits them, and then they feel themselves again.
And you have a special case in which you helped a person to get a kick in the career because of this consultation of yours.
For work, you mean?
For work, yeah.
Yeah, no, sometimes going for interviews, usually people say, oh, just wear, a black blazer or a white shirt. But again, depends a lot who the person is and what type of job she's going for. Of course, if she's going to the law job, in a law firm, they have the dress code, so you have to dress for that. But let's say if you have a marketing job, something a little bit more relaxed, you could show really who you are. And then we did go through with this girl, and then she was trying, to show who she was, but she didn't want to wear, she used to call boring clothes, because that wasn't just her. So pretty much, depends. It's fun enough to say, but in styling, there's so many different things to check. So there is the lines, if it's more structured or a little bit more fluid, the type of fabric, all that you matter to deliver what you would like to give. So you can give you more authority if you like, or you can give a message that you are more approachable. So it depends on really what you want to say. But through the styling process or the color lines as well, we can help that too.
Yeah, and speaking of colors, colors. How do you separate, classify the colors to do like certain impacts, some certain results. Like you want to achieve a result of showing yourself like you're more creative. Do you have colors for that, or to be more relaxed, or whatever? More
That is
focused.
like only color won't speak by itself. So it's like complements with other elements from the styling. But if you look here, like a color palette, let's say, so here you're gonna have every single color in different shades. And then it depends, it's 12 palettes in this method here. But let's say you want to show more creativity, as you said. So if you're looking in this way here, so let's say this is just a mix of people, let's say red and blue, or mixing more colors. Probably all that can show more creativity. But let's say, or you just, want to wear more neutrals here.
Oh, nice.
So in that way, you're not going to show as much creativity as you're showing if you put in more colors there. So depends really how you're going to dress. Let's say you put more prints, combine different prints, or you like something more plain. So it's all gonna matter to deliver what would you like to.
Okay, and with one color only, you can create some sort of like, let's say, you wanna show some sort of involvement, sexual involvement. You use 50 Shades of Grey.
Yes,
Yeah.
50
You
shades of
could
any
two colors, black and
yeah.
white,
Black
but
and white.
just balance.
Is black
The
a
red
color,
would be
or
the
white, or
most,
is the absence and the? There's something like that, right? Like
White is the absence of color,
no,
yeah.
white is the
Black is the
all
absence
the colors
of color.
together.
all the
Yeah.
colors
Yeah.
together,
Yes.
and black is the
the
absence
absence.
Yeah.
of light.
So yeah,
So if you
gray
turn
is
off this
everything.
light, you won't be seeing anything.
Yeah.
With the lights on, so we'll be able to see, but it's the white.
Light's your friend.
Your best friend.
Your best friend.
So did you actually have a case already? I'm just thinking that the person was completely lost and didn't really know of their style or anything, and they were actually kind of sad or hopeless, because I suppose people can get to that point.
Yeah, of
Has it
course.
happened?
Hello, it's me.
You see, I think there is so much stuff online that people can look at and say, okay, I like this or I like that. Okay, I'm going to start dressing like this or like that. And then that's fine. But it's about to realize who they are. Because if they go by trends, so now the trend is to wear pink, let's say. And then let's say through the Barbie move, everybody was wearing pink. And then Will is going to stick to somebody that likes to wear that, not to everyone.
Yeah.
But yeah, there are different people that are just, they just, let's say they don't understand. Many people, as I said, there is stuff online so they can look up and then they say, okay, I like this, I try. But many other people, and thanks God, because and then they come to me and that's my job. But they want to have, maybe, a little bit of trick to know what to dress. And that's why they come and then they find the service very important for them.
They don't have the knowledge.
Yes, as well, yeah.
And then you come and show them like what's
so
what's
I have
all about.
I have so many feedbacks in the Google page there, the Google business page, and then usually they're
What is a
very happy
nice
about it.
feedback that you can think of?
I think the last one I got here was just a message on WhatsApp I can show, but this really young girl, she got the from Christmas from her boyfriend, a voucher. And I think she was 17, 18. She was just starting college. And then she said, oh, I never knew what colors. And then I thanks God he gave it to me because he knew I was looking for this. And then, okay, she left the consultation already happy, but then she went shopping. Thanks so much for today, Karina. I had such an easy time shopping today because I knew exactly what colors looked best on me.
Oh,
So,
that's nice.
it's just,
yeah.
and then she was young because you have, as I said, you have so much stuff online, but like looking online is not really personalized for you. You can look
and the colors
or
change as well.
and anyway, so people say, oh, if you put your skin color or your eye color, your hair color, and then ChatGPT will tell you, but like it's not really about your overtone, your skin color is pretty much your undertone to find your true colors anyway, but.
And how important do you see, like, what's the importance that the public here in Ireland gives to this job of yours? And how serious they take it? Because we know that in Brazil, some services are not taken into consideration that seriously because mostly it's costly.
People
They
don't know much as well.
They don't see the
Yeah.
value of it. Yeah.
Well, I think back in the day it was a lot more expensive than it is today. I think today is more affordable. Like anybody could go to do a color analysis or a style consultants. Before we probably think that's just for celebrities, to have a personal stylist with them. But now, no, I think people in Ireland, they're more open. Like the color analysis was a big boom here in the 80s. And then kind of stopped it afterwards with this Color Me Beautiful was really big. But now, I have loads of Irish customers or, anybody that lives in Ireland as well, speaking
Is there
English,
a color
too.
that you particularly don't wear at all?
I try to not wear black.
Black. Okay.
Because it's like I have black in my palette.
Okay.
To say like the 12 palettes that I said, only 5 will have black, but usually people be scared. Oh, there is no black. So you could still wear any colors that you like, but you're gonna learn really how you can wear the best colors close to your face to suit you best. But I try to not wear black because I think back in the day I used to wear loads of black.
Okay.
And then it's kind of, it's an easy color as well. It's easy because people say, oh, it's combined with anything, it's neutral. But I find a little bit harsh when I wear. I find it's a little bit heavy. And then, as you said, the heavy metal. But, again, depends on people's personality. Maybe doesn't relate it too much to mine. But like I still have loads of black clothes, of course, and I
it's
do
kind of needed as well sometimes.
Yeah,
and they say it makes you slim, but I never ate black clothes. I never.
You wouldn't know how this diet works.
Yeah, but that's kind of myth because, of course, if you wear black, like it looks like it's reducing that part, but depends on the fabric or the shape of the clothes. Because if you wear something very tight, even though if it's black, probably gonna still look, whatever you want to camouflage, let's say, a little bit.
Camouflage,
So I was actually about to ask you about the biggest myth, but you already said that black doesn't actually make you look slimmer necessarily.
No,
it's depending on the colors and whatever you have in there.
Yes, and then different fabrics or the shape that you choose from. And then usually let's say people, I don't like the stomach part here, sorry. But let's say, but other people, okay, but maybe it's here, my hips, or, it's the top here. So depends on where the people don't want to show that much attention. You could still wear black, but then you can bring more attention to the other part that she's happy with. So you bring more colors there, bright colors, or, patterns, so people, when they look at you, they're going to look to exactly to that part of her body and not too much to the part that you don't like as much.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah. But sometimes you cannot just make some miracles, yeah? The people, they have to go work out.
Yeah, sometimes people have, if they really want to change their body shape, it's not going to be a
reality.
Yeah.
And then sometimes people is like, I still have that jeans in my wardrobe, 36.
Wow.
And I'm wearing 44 now.
Wow.
And then like you see, I'm not a psychologist, but I have to try to tell, look, are you working to get back to that shape?
Yeah.
You have to realize that you have that body now. And that body, that's what brings you everywhere.
Take care of it.
Just takes, as a grant, and then wear what you can wear now and make, the best as you can now. So waiting, or some people just wear any clothes just to wait that day they get the perfect body. But everybody never going to have the perfect body as you see in social media. So we just be, happy to what we have. Yeah. And then, trying to
make the body that you have
now.
And you had probably a situation in which you had to be real to the person. How was that, if you had any?
I don't think it was maybe that, that direct or, that. Like if a person has that many problems in regards to body and stuff, they probably will have to find help with another type of specialist. So I go through the clothing and say, look, these will suit you best, or the colors. And then if she's still not happy wearing that with the body that she has, and then probably, has to do therapy or something to help her.
You can't go any further. Just have
I wouldn't
limit.
have I wouldn't be specialized in that, I guess.
Yeah. And how fashion comes and goes, and fashion is not necessarily ideal for. I mean, I wouldn't like all the fashions that are there. I wouldn't be into wearing everything just because it's in
But you'll
vogue,
be
let's say.
amazing.
But people sometimes are, and sometimes whatever it's in fashion at the moment, it's not ideal for maybe their body type or even their personalities, but still they want to wear it because of how the fashion is at the moment. What do you think about it? Because this happens a lot, I know.
I know.
Yeah, especially
Look at me.
fast
Top
fashion
Gun.
as well.
Top Gun.
Fast fashion, Top Gun. Classic.
Yeah.
I see. It's timeless.
Style of that. That's it.
So if fast fashion comes and goes every couple of weeks, you're gonna see something different. And then if you're that type of person that needs to buy something new every 2 weeks, that's probably another problem they have to go through the therapy as well. You have to find like so many trends come true. And then now, because I understand a little bit more, about myself or what I like, sometimes I look and say, okay, this is nice, but that's not for
Not
me.
for me, yeah.
So I'm not going to buy just to wear because everybody's wearing. And it's funny enough, when you go out, you just see everybody wearing the same thing. And it's like, okay, that's, a little bit weird a little bit. So, but it depends what you like and stuff. The thing about Shein and stuff, and everybody buying everything they see and get loads of packets every month.
It's junky
I don't know.
fashion.
It's
right?
don't really,
Junky fashion,
Okay.
that's the name. Or fast
Junk
fashion.
Fast fashion.
Yeah.
It's the
Fast,
same story.
fast fashion.
It's just junk anyway, because not in that sense,
The quality
It's just
is not-
so much, and then it's like the type of clothes doesn't really last. So once you do a wash, and then pretty much. So I'm a really, I wouldn't say I'm a really good sustainable person, but I trying to go a little bit, so trying to find clothes with a little bit more quality, stuff that I think is gonna last my wardrobe, and then stuff that I'm gonna wear for at least a longer time.
And what kind of material, fabric you usually work with? And do you work with different materials such as hemp?
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
You see, hemp, I love the conception, but it's not really in the market here. So
Expensive.
it is, because they have the plants and stuff. But usually the best materials you be more towards to the natural fabrics, which is cotton, linen, silk. But and then people say polyester is bad. But anyway, we need it to have as well in our wardrobe. Go to the gym and stuff. So we're gonna have to have a mix and a match. And then it is cheaper as well. And then it's kind of, if people don't like to wear and stuff, that's the one to go. So because we have a life that's, very fast, you have to go, wake up, go out, go back. And then you don't have much time. You need some stuff that is more kind of easy care, let's say. So there is no right or wrong. It's pretty much have stuff that you think is going to last and then you're going to wear as well.
Interesting.
Do you remember your first client? How did it work?
So my first client was my husband.
Really?
Not
Tell us about
Not that
it.
he liked that, but it's just
How was the
you have to get
process?
trained. He's like, oh, what is this? What is this fabric? No, you're gonna find your best colors. And he's like, what colors? I wear whatever I like. But I have to go through him, and then I did some friends as well. In the beginning, just to get.
But was it, did it
But
work?
exactly first one, and of course it was here in Ireland, and then I was an online one as well. But we went to body shape, styling, and then she didn't do the color analysis. And then after the color analysis, I do remember few of the.
But
clients
but I'm kind of curious now. Did your husband actually follow your instructions or recommendations? Does he follow still? Or he's like, oh, fuck it, I'll wear whatever.
Do men follow it?
Yeah,
Or it's more,
Actually this Saturday I had a couple, right? So the girl, she was a Brazilian girl. She booked it in, and then after a week or so, she said, "Oh, my husband wants to book it in as well."
Oh, nice.
So came both of them. He was from Hungary.
Hungary?
Yeah, Hungary. And then he was really interesting to understand the process, why that colors what. So it was fine, especially because, if you wear a shirt, as I said before, it's best if you have the best colors, and then if you want to build the wardrobe, that you're gonna be wearing, it's better you just know what suits you, and then you just invest in that and buy stuff that you're gonna wear. So no, he was into this, a
That's
lot.
nice.
Yeah.
I get other clients that will be more related, of course, to clothing or to styling as well, just to know how to dress a little bit more. But back to my husband, he was like, what is this? No, he was still saying, okay, thanks. But fun enough,
I was
when
happy
he
before
buys,
that.
he's very like a holding jeans, trousers. He's very basic, let's say. But every time he wears a hoodie, he's like, oh yeah, I like that hoodie. I said, yeah, of course you do, because it's in your palette.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh, okay.
Whatever, you won't.
And what was the funniest
right.
situation that you can think of? Like something funny that happened with someone? I don't know.
I think it's when I do like sisters together, some of the family members together.
Okay.
And then they trying to kind of, make jokes between them. Like, oh, look, that color is off. I knew, I told you wasn't that. And then like, I kind of, it's very...
You're participating on
dynamic.
that. Yeah.
And then we get to,
that's nice.
Funny. Because they make jokes between them. And I was like, oh, I told you this, you see.
It's nice.
I wanna ask more about the business itself. I wanna kind of wanted to know, but I kind of broke now. What other challenges? Because you studied this, you decided to completely change what you're working with here in Ireland. So you studied, you specialized yourself, and of course you had your study cases. But what were the challenges for you? Because now you're fully working with this. This is your company.
Yes.
This is what you do.
Yeah.
But for you to get there, I'm sure you had a lot of challenges.
Yeah, of course.
How was this process? What can you think of that was the toughest, or something that you overcame and you didn't? I mean, of course you knew you were gonna overcome, but it was tough and you insisted, and it worth it.
Yeah, of course. So I think persistence is the main word there. So this year is gonna be my 40th year. So in the first year, we kind of do, a digital marketing course, and people like, oh, post in Instagram, and then you get loads of clients.
Oh, yeah.
And then here we go, start posting. It's like, oh, where are the clients? Of course, when I said to my friends, I'm going to start doing these, they're like, oh, so excited. So I had a few clients, and then they start telling their friends, and then they start coming as well. But it's still a lot of work to put, especially if you work just by yourself.
Yeah.
It's just, you do the posts online, you do the
pictures, videos, editions.
Yeah, get in touch with the clients, the finance, everything is you. So you your 24 hours day needs to be 48 hours just to be able to make everything. But I think the most challenge is always, you always have to be there on the go. Like, hi, I'm here. Don't forget about me. Let's get your colors done. And trying to show why this is important, because sometimes people be like, whatever. But I think, especially for the women, it's really important to understand your own characteristics. It's not about, I can only wear colors that suit me. Like, let's say these colors not in my palette, but I try, how can I not wear colors that I like still, but wear in a different way? So like the makeup or the hair colors, I always try to keep from my palette. But anyway,
because that's it. You're not going to stop using everything that you like. I mean, you like the color. It's not exactly in your palette, but I mean, you can still use it, right?
You can still wear any colors you like. So you make a decision every day. Do I want to follow my colors today or not? And then if you don't, you know that.
Yeah.
And then you know the consequences of this. So it's good to understand, okay, darker colors looks much better on me. Okay, brighter colors looks much better on me. So we kind of, could pick at least one of your characteristics and trying to get one of those colors
that's interesting.
To suit you as well.
Did you ever have a tough client?
A tough client? No, I say all my clients are.
So you're lucky.
You're lucky. There's something wrong.
For now.
Yeah.
For now.
Let's not say that 25 is
when you have Santiago as a client.
No. Look, everybody's always really nice, and then they always happy, and then of course it's a client maybe, I want you to understand a little bit more. And then, but I'm always open, like, I know it's a lot of information, but I'm always open to say, look, if you don't understand, you just come back again, because it could be, a process for them as well.
Okay, but how exactly by looking at people, like looking at us like this, can you already have an idea if we're warm or cold or something?
Yeah, look
Just
at me.
a little bit. So
Look at me. I'm so terrible.
Like
it's really important to go through the fabrics, because especially if you look in social media as well, they put filters and stuff. Try this, try that. But you have to have the specific colors to try. And then it's really when you compare the fabrics to see the reaction of that. If you want just to try that in there. I know you have a little bit makeup, so usually you say no makeup, or no.
Okay.
But hold the two fabrics there against just close to your face. Yeah, and then
Nice.
Yeah, and then if you just drop the first one, let's see the second one. So these pretty much are the undertones, okay? So we're trying to match it to your natural beauty to understand which one. These will be the warmer colors in which they will have a little bit more yellow into the colors, and then the other one is a little bit more pink, in which they have a little bit more blue into the color, and that you match exactly with your undertone.
Okay, Santiago, do you have makeup on today?
Not today.
So
Here we go.
let's go for it.
It looks like chocolate. I'm hungry.
Could be mochaccino or
Many things look like chocolate.
So
it's not because of that they're gonna eat them.
So if you go through there, now drop a little bit.
Direitinho.
Let's
Tá lá
see.
caralho. Aí.
Don't show yourself. Yeah, and then if
Caminho
you
das
drop
Índias.
of course, the process takes about like over 20 fabrics to go through.
Wow,
that's just
that's
one
a
there
lot.
to see. Yeah, like the
Drop it,
consultation.
Drop it.
The
Drop it like it's
consultation
hot.
takes about 1 hour and a half at least. Let's
Interesting.
see.
What if I eat pasta?
Yeah.
If you
Oh, don't eat past the fabrics, please. They're very expensive.
Nice.
That's very interesting.
Give it to the
Thank
lady.
you.
Yeah.
Before we ruin it.
Oh yeah.
Which is very possible.
No.
And like, let's say I was watching it, I was interested, like I always wanted to work with colors, but I never knew that I wanted to start by doing something. And by some reason, I like doing this. What's the tip you would give for this person who wants to get started? If it's hard, it's not, it depends on the person. It's like...
How many courses would you recommend them to do before they start breaking with that? Or
If they want to work as a professional.
if they want to become a professional.
Yeah, like it's a study that never ends, because people sometimes think, color analysis is so easy, just change the fabrics and then that's it. And then that's why people trying to figure out themselves as well. But like, I don't know how many courses I have done in this 4 years so far. Of course, you have to get the main professional course first in color analysis, but so much into colors to understand as well. And then you have to train your eye to see, the theory behind.
That's
the color theory, the theory, and then you have to train your eye to see what you know.
Because you kind of have, because it's a little
while.
subjective, right? I mean, you have to be attentive and really pay attention.
By being subjective, you have to understand what your client is looking for.
Also, you have to read them and understand
not just
them.
Courses, like, in my opinion.
Because after the color palette, let's say, that's your color palette. You'll be like, okay, what do I do with all these colors?
Yeah.
So what that means. So I explain each color, and then you're gonna have to match that with your wardrobe, who you are, and then okay, am I gonna wear orange and pink together? Or I don't think so. So I go more to the neutrals. But what neutrals? So what's gonna match to what would you like to convey, or or would you like to communicate? So all that you might as well.
Is there a piece of a fashion piece in any given time that you think shouldn't exist? I'll give you an example of what I'm talking about. I think saddle pants should never have been invented, because it looks like someone is wearing diapers or they shit themselves.
I'm
not sure if you...
Sarja.
Sarja.
Like the ones that like this,
This is Como é que é o nome?
To hunt city.
Pescado.
Yeah.
No,
To
I said a
feed-
capri.
Do you
no,
know
I-
capri?
No,
Yeah.
but there is another name now
Yeah.
that I just forgot as well. One
And
second.
another
I say
term?
that every day, but
Saruel.
I know.
Saruel.
It's
You know,
beautiful
the
stuff.
one that with the poop inside.
Yeah,
that people
gotta be
shit
brave
on their
to-
pants.
Dude,
I think that should have never been
Maybe, yeah.
invented.
maybe Karina is okay with that.
Do you think it looks
I
good on
love
anyone?
the type trousers. That's the one I wear
Oh,
every
man.
day. Look, I always think there is a taste for everything.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
like, I probably don't like it, but many people you will, and then that's fine with them. So let's say now a Brazilian celebrity just got married the last 2 days, Sabrina Sato.
Mhm.
I don't know if you saw the wedding dress that she
cannot
had.
know.
Every day, everybody's saying, "Oh, this is awful dress," and then why? I like it's all. I would never get married in that dress, but I don't think it's the
It's
worst.
hers, yeah.
And then that's probably she's very fashionista. Let's say she always wears different stuff, and that's just her. And then everybody say, "Oh, this," and she's very maximalist. So that
And I bet she's very
that's
worried with
everything.
what
It's
people are
very-
saying. She's
Very
very worried.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's
She's
she probably doesn't
completely,
care.
yeah.
But it's so funny, that the same with that type of trousers. If I see in the shop, I'll be like, okay, not for me. And then, but if I see somebody wearing,
If I see in the shop, I
And
want to
then-
burn it. I want to burn
but if you
it.
see a
Burn it
person
down.
that wears that kind of match, then that kind of no, it's
No,
still
I'm not for
okay.
me. Well, that's my opinion.
Oh,
That's-
when's your birthday? I
Depends on the
know
model.
what you're gonna get.
So it depends on the model, yeah.
And the
No.
mod,
Yeah.
well, depends on the model. The model's gonna be hot with that. It's even better to take it off,
Just be naked.
No,
Yeah.
no,
Just
it's a
be
good
naked.
excuse to take it off. Actually,
No, you see,
take this Sarah off.
yeah, take this off.
Loads of people
Sorry,
say
well.
don't wear Crocs.
I
Crocs,
think it's terrible, but they
okay,
say it's
but
very
I wear
comfortable.
Crocs. No, that I wear. You see?
But I think one of my best friends wears it, and he says it's so comfortable.
I like it. And then the colorful and stuff, but people be like,
Yeah.
like I went to the beach and my friends, are you going this?
With the beach,
Yeah.
to the
I go-
beach.
yeah.
Oh.
And then she's like,
With the
are you
beach.
going like
With the
this?
beach.
I think it's so
Bitch.
good because the sun it comes through and it comes off, very easy.
Havaianas.
I know, but
Havaianas.
was in Ireland, it's cold. And
Okay.
then I don't know. I probably didn't have the Havaianas here, but anyway, I went. It's just like,
They're not
or
allowed
they
to sell
think it broke the
caipirinha on the
Havaianas
beaches
in
here.
that time. Anyway, but I like it. But you see, there is a
But you
different
just need a
taste
nail
for
to fix
everything.
it, just put the nail.
So they say taste is like the S, right? Everyone has yours. So
I like that. Yeah.
Taste of what? Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now he got it.
It's gonna be Where were you at? Where were we at?
No sé.
In the ass.
In the S.
In the ass.
Sorry.
But it'd be a small group that wear that type of clothes.
Yeah, but
It'd
it's
be not the
ridiculous
majority.
anyway, from
yeah.
my opinion. I don't care because I don't care what people tell about what I wear as well.
I see.
But
You like to
when
say
I see that even in a mannequin or something, I want to burn it.
Yeah.
But we are lucky, because I showed you one of these days that lady, the beautiful Italian lady, being fined on the beach back in the 60s, no, the 50s.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, it wasn't allowed to show off the body that
She was
much.
wearing bikinis and they
Bikini,
couldn't.
yeah.
Oh.
It was, yeah. So you see,
Yeah.
like, now you're okay to talk
Now
about
we're fine,
it.
yeah.
yeah.
We have Saruel nowadays.
We
It's crazy.
have Saruel nowadays. People are free to wear Saruel. if they want.
Free to wear anything.
And is
Yeah.
there something that you think it's good to have either way, like a blazer or the type of denim or something that you think everyone should have?
In their
Very
wardrobe.
neutral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something more timeless that you stay in your wardrobe, like your jacket, you see? You're going to be wearing that forever.
Getting
I know, right?
compliments for the jacket.
You see?
See, yeah.
When he started here, he thought, oh, look at how I'm dressed. And here
Yeah.
we go.
Now she
But-
won me, yeah.
You see, if you look the type of capsule wardrobes in Pinterest or stuff, what should I have in my wardrobe? And then they say one blazer, one shirt and stuff. And because I work in law before, and then I had to wear the fucking shirt every day, and then I hate it. And then I didn't know why I hate it. I know I'm wearing shirt today. It needs to be colorful, needs to be different.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see the contrast
That very
here. It's-
traditional,
yeah.
you
Yeah,
know.
it's nice. Yeah.
Yeah, but very traditional clothing is not for me. So if I say, oh, everybody should have a third piece in their wardrobe, it could be a blazer, could be a jacket, a denim jacket, could be anything, could be that jacket, could be that type of a cardigan. So, but yeah, a third piece to always complement. Accessories, so you always could dress everything the same, but accessories you matter a lot. So, sorry.
I'm gonna destroy our
scarves. I know. Scarves, sunglasses, earrings, anything that you make a little bit change. So shoes.
Okay.
And then maybe, accessories, maybe a bit.
Socks.
So anything, maybe accessories that you add, something different in your wardrobe as well.
Okay. And do you work along with other professionals? Because you were talking about accessories, and it came up in my mind, Carlo Hanna. Piercing, so do you work in conjunction with...
I'm talking about Carlo Hanna. We're trying to do a collaboration together.
Are you really?
Yeah, I did her color analysis. I went to her studio, and then you were like, oh, let's do it. But then life is so busy, and then you get so busy with stuff, then we never do. But I do color days. And then I do in like with another partner that she does the same as me. So we get a big group, and then we get to do everything in one day. And then we do in collaboration with this nutritionist as well.
Wow.
In town. Yeah. So usually do once a year and stuff. So it's really...
that's actually very interesting, because you're actually, whoever comes to you, it's because they're looking for a change.
Yeah.
And if they're looking for a change, sometimes they're looking for a change in their lifestyle as well, and they just don't know yet.
Yes.
So you kind of guide them through, look, these are the options that you can actually do. And this is really going to change you, because it changes here.
Yes.
Changes on the way they present themselves to the world, the way they perceive themselves, and the way they're going to be if they keep taking care. Yeah. That's a very nice combination.
Keep on rescuing them, please.
Especially those wearing those type of trousers.
Yes. I don't want to talk about it. I'm going to burn. If I see people on the streets, I'll put fire.
No.
Let them take
No, this is gone. This fashion is gone. Take them out first. Yeah. Now, depending on the person, just go to the bush and take them out in the bush. You don't want to see. And how do you think your network is here in Ireland for you to expand your business? And I know you're a part of BIC. So do you think that actually makes a difference? Because it reaches more people, right?
Oh, yeah, of course. I think every time they make that big event, it's nice to be there and then to get to know other people. So I got to know you there as well. And then, the network you make in regards to the other Brazilians entrepreneurs. So sometimes, this person sell these or make these. So it's nice to know. And then once you need something, that person is doing that. And then I think because you are already in another country, we need that support from
That's very important.
Like I go through other networks here, Irish networks, and then I do meet the Irish, and then but still when you're between us, you kind of feel more,
comfortable.
Yes.
Yeah, because everyone's going through the same shit. Everyone has to be very strong all the time.
But do you notice any difference between these events, between like the Brazil Ireland Chamber of Commerce and the other events in Ireland, the Irish ones? Do you see any difference, and how does it affect you if you think so? I
guess the difference will be more in regards to the public that you attend. So usually the Brazilians, of course, I think last year was loads of more foreigners or Irish people, but I guess you'll be a lot of Brazilians there. And then, if your market is the Brazilian market, it's okay. Like my market is the Brazilian, but because I'm here, I'm expanding much more through the Irish or, whoever the English speaker living in Ireland. So I think we need, if you have a business, you think to be open-minded, to have, your public, your public, okay, it's a woman or, it's in this age. But then because you are here, you're going to have to expand not only to the Brazilian public.
Of course.
Because especially when they, the same as me, when I came, I didn't have any money. We come to work and then you just pay to eat, to pay rent, and then you have to renew your visa in school. So you have to save that money.
Adventure.
Yeah, so maybe that type, you won't have the money to pay the type of service I provide. And then, we need to be another type of Brazilian living in Ireland that maybe is here already for a few years.
It's more established here. It's got a family, a job.
So
responsibilities.
So and then it's not that like that type of person is still here studying and stuff cannot do it. Of course they can, but I guess if I was me, I'd probably like, I don't have the money for that.
Well, they really have to want it. So
whoever
really wants it,
and then they just do it.
They really see the value of it, because if I am a student but I see a value in something that I really need, I'm not gonna hesitate. I'm just gonna go for it, if I'm looking for it. And this is something that I was looking for somebody to define my style, let's say, because I have my own style. I like the way I dress, but I know that I can improve it, and it's not there yet.
Yes,
far from being there.
Don't feel let down. Look,
I still have hopes that you have.
No, look, it's always, as you said, the little improvement that you need just to feel, much better about yourself, self-esteem and stuff. So.
And how frequent is the consultation? You do it just once, or you do a follow-up? Like, you see the results. Sometimes some cases are like shorter or longer. How does that work?
So for call analysis only, like there are different services, but if they only do call analysis, usually after a week I send a report and then I follow up, and then usually I'm open, if they have any questions. But you see, sometimes if you ask pictures and stuff, people you'll be kind of afraid for posting social media and stuff, so they don't really send it unless the person is very open. Sometimes I get maybe more the Brazilians. I get, oh look, I'm wearing, look the color I found, or look, I'm wearing this. Look at how nice it looks. But I think because of course I have data protection, I want to be sharing pictures. But I don't think people will be more open to look these before and after. You know what I mean? Yeah. But as I said, it's a process. It could be that sometimes they wear a color that they love and looks amazing, and then they could send a picture. But then other times they just keep for themselves. And then pretty much when I get the feedback, or when they send some questions, and then I know how they are doing. But for other services, and then it's different. So for styling or body shape or outfit combination, personal shopping. So and then we kind of different follow up. Oh, how you're doing? Are you getting every day when you get up? Are you putting together, the outfit? You're finding that difficult, and then can give other tips as well for them to help themselves.
How did the online consultation work? Because you don't have the fabrics physically with the person, I suppose, and then obviously the person can have a different perception of the colors on hers, or not quite understand. I don't know. How does it work, the process of an online consultation? Because you do it almost all.
Yes. So for call analysis, they have to send a picture, but not wearing anything. And then like different type of pictures that I advise them on how to take.
Like
depends on the time of the day.
Nudes?
Nudes.
Can be nude, but doesn't need to show from here. So just the face.
You can have ever got like a misunderstanding and they sent
she
like
doesn't need to see anything.
Nude, because I asked to not have for them to know where. Like if they have the bra, maybe put it a little bit down. But I'm not gonna be seeing anything because it's pretty much a self-fronter face.
Busto.
Busto. And then like after that we have the digital fabrics online, so we mix and match. But a thing is that your eye can give an indication in what season you could be, and all about the color for eye, but the pattern that we have inside your eye. So that you guide me to go through the color analysis. So I do this day in person as well. We take a picture of the eye and then figure out what they have.
Yeah, she's gonna show us nudes.
Other people's nudes.
And then I just said about data protection. Here's my last client.
And you're already saying who the person is.
And when this person leaves, what's their code?
Look, you're just gonna see the eye.
So beautiful eye.
That was an Irish lady.
Green. You can see some dark blue.
Yeah, then kind of gray as well. But pretty much we figured out here, here in the middle. It's not about the color, so the pattern, these little lines. Of course, the color in the board here, sometimes they have little dots. So all that you kind of give points, let's say, for different seasons. And then that you give, the result of the color analysis as well.
That's interesting.
No, it's really interesting, yeah.
But how do you deal with eyes that change colors? Because my eye...
Because of the sun.
Yeah. It gets greener when it's sunny and it's darker when it's not sunny.
Okay, yeah, mine does the same, but it's the pattern of the eye. Yeah. So this was one, right? And then let me see if I see the other one here. So this was a Polish girl, and look, it's so
completely different.
Yeah,
so nice.
Yeah. I know, and
so Arctic.
Yeah, but sometimes they don't even see their eyes before. You probably never realize how is your eye inside.
Probably
then
not.
when they take
Crazy.
the picture, they say, "Oh, that's amazing." So yeah, it's not really about the color; it's the pattern. Even if it's a darker eye. Like usually, in Brazil, we're gonna have a little bit of
I'm tripping here because it's something else, like
it's nice.
It's not just about like
no, it's that's why I said when you said how to be professional, it's like the studs never end, just keep it going. So this is a Brazilian girl, right? Okay. It's a brown eye. Oh, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that. If
she has
see here
dark
in the middle,
dots.
Yeah, and then she like in the middle, you can see a little bit of like a sunflower growing there.
Okay,
and then all the
yeah.
There is circles here as well. You probably can see better.
Yes.
So that all counts for different parts.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting, yeah. Me like it.
That's very nice. I'm kind of curious now.
Let's book it up.
Yeah.
We book it in.
Yes. He needs more than, I'm sorry, man. I have my socks.
That's the truth.
I have my fashion socks.
Personal. I do have my fashion socks.
You do have a fashion socks as well.
Let's see mine as well.
I like
my pink to combine here on my top.
Yeah. But what about maturity? Because as you see, like I like this Pickle Rick or Rick and Morty stuff. I have socks, I have underwears. So can you put this together in a serious context as well?
And that you show a little bit more of a creativity for sure.
Yeah.
So let's say if you're applying for a law firm, probably be like,
yeah.
But you see, could just you look a little bit more modern,
Better call Saul. Better call Saul.
But again, depends on the type of job you're looking for, and that is completely normal in these days. I guess back in the day it was very restrict, so people need to wear these and need to wear that, like the shoes need to combine with the socks. But now people open their minds a little bit more, and then they're more open for that.
What is this? I think it's a myth. Like it's not anymore, of course, nowadays. Now you can wear whatever you want, what kind of purses and socks and shoes or not. But back in the days, it was supposed to match, right? The belt,
yes,
the shoes, the purse, like, and the
brown.
Shoes. Yeah,
I still do that sometimes.
Sometimes you, and that's the question.
It's just gonna show a little bit more formality, I say.
Okay,
and then maybe that you thought a little bit more about your outfit.
Okay,
and then now you matter. Let's say if you're presenting yourself, people if they are really check on you, be like. Yeah. Oh, they even checked the socks to match the
about
belt.
The style. It's more about like how much time did you put in order to achieve that result? Like
that you
how worth
about
of
it,
of that circle you are in order to get in there. Are you accepted or not? It's
okay.
Yeah. Am I right? Am I wrong?
You see, as you said, the groups like back in like when you were 20s and stuff, we tried to like belong to a group, so we kind of dressing like that. Let's say a music type of music that you like, you kind of dress it like this, like samba or whatever, country music, or but now after you reach certain age, you kind of you
mix it all.
And then anymore. It just matters how you dress for yourself, because all this is not to show other people how you are. Not that doesn't matter. As I said, the image does matter, and then takes up to 7 seconds for people to perceive something about you. But for me, what's really important that you wake up every day and then you look and then you're like, okay, I'm feeling confident. I can do this.
There's a book called Blink from Malcolm Gladwell. I think that's his name. And he speaks about a lot of things, and also about this 3 seconds rule.
Okay.
That for you to have an impression of the person, you analyze everything in about 3 seconds.
3 to 7.
But from
Which
top
is
to bottom or from bottom to top?
And then the
depends
person
on the
chooses.
person.
Yeah.
She'll be like, you have to check her
Yeah.
eyeball, how it goes.
Yeah.
But you see, we don't even realize that. And then that's the archetypes, that how we read people without even knowing you're reading people.
Mhm.
So let me tell you a
Yeah.
story that happened, I don't know, 5 years ago with my daughter. Okay. She was about 2 or maybe 3. But we were in town and there was homeless people. And I was like, oh, what is this? Why he's on the roads and stuff. And then I tried to explain to her that, oh, maybe he doesn't have a house. He needs to be there. And then I think I gave money and stuff. And then that passed, okay? So one day we were in the supermarket and there was a guy parking his bike outside. And then she's looking and said, oh, look, he's leaving in the streets. And then I was like, oh, be quiet, what are you saying? And then she's like, oh, yeah, look, he's all dirty. Like, remember the other man? That was like maybe 6 months ago. And, you know, she kind of got that impression that people dressing like the homeless was just living on the road. But I think the guy was just a builder, or you know, the way he was working the clothes.
But
was
she's
dirty.
a kid, right? 3 years old, 2 years
and
old.
that's how she read the person. She
Yeah.
said, oh, but he lives on the road. I was like, no, she doesn't. He doesn't. But then
Because
it
she
was
didn't
funny
see
the
me
way
working.
she said.
If she sees me working, oh, poor guy.
But you see, I never,
He's at home.
but I never told you her. Oh, look at his clothes. Look at how he
Yes.
dressed. That's why he. You know, I
She
didn't say
perceived
anything
it.
like that. That's why you see. That's how. Like sometimes, the way you read people is the way we are just born. So that's how
Yeah.
we read about the archetypes. I don't know if you heard about the Jung and
Jung, Carl Gustav Jung.
Yeah. Very good.
Carl Gustav Jung.
Ja.
Wow.
But
Ja,
she,
das ist
Wunderbar.
da.
she got
Das
the
ist da.
accent just to say that. I don't have that.
I wish.
But like that's how, you know, he explains how he reads, you know, through the archetypes. And then that's something else we need to study to go through the colors.
Interesting.
It's not just about colors, you know.
No.
It's something else.
It's much more bigger
Yeah.
picture than that.
But how much of a terrorist are you?
Oh, can
Wait,
you say
wait.
that?
Because I mean, would you make your clients iron their clothes? I hate ironing.
You're gonna have to iron every day.
Some fabrics that don't need to
No,
be
look,
ironed.
I'm
right?
wearing linen, and then I hate iron. But I love linen, so I have to
Yeah.
do it. But every time the person say, "Oh, I hate iron, I don't iron," so I just say, "Go to Easy Care." Like just as you were saying about polyester, you're gonna have to check the content of the fabric and then
But I'm
see.
picky, and
It's just-
I want my cotton.
You're probably gonna have to be buying clothes more often
Yeah,
as well
if it's
because it's gonna
100%
be.
cotton, I'm sorry, or you're gonna have
Yeah,
to
you're gonna have
iron,
to-
or you just wear that way and then be happy about it.
Are you happy? Don't bother anymore, Santiago.
Yeah.
No bother.
Or get somebody to iron your clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But for me, I
In
don't
Ireland,
really know.
is it possible?
Yeah, if you bring to the wash and then they iron for you, yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You bring it back. Oh, like this. Oh, yeah, I don't know how much it costs.
Wow.
Yeah, it's the washy
Ah,
washy
look,
people.
boom.
Yeah.
Let's open business.
Yeah.
That's a good.
thanks to the
That's a good
iron.
one for
Yeah.
the pasadeiras.
I wouldn't be able to open a business like that because I don't iron my clothes as well. So
I do iron like when I'm gonna wear, and then if it's like this, you'll be really like if I get up now,
You
it'll
have-
be all
yeah,
the wrinkles.
because that's what happens. Yeah.
It's a great idea for a business, for a man, for example, because the guy can call himself as Iron Man. So
Oh, look.
the Iron
That's
Man.
Very
the type
good
of joke I
one.
was
Yeah.
saying. I like
Yeah,
the
but-
50 class girl joke.
Please, pasadeiros, come on, come up.
Oof.
Anyways,
Ai, muito boa.
I like a quote that Coco Chanel always say.
Okay.
Always used to say.
yeah, always
She
expensive
said-
tastes. huh?
Yeah. No, she said, no, give me a minute. I can just have a look
Yeah.
at that. I put in my reports because I love that. 1 second. I have my website as well.
Mara,
If you don't
I
know
think
my
she's
website.
cheating.
Oh.
Your website, yeah.
If you don't know my website, here we go.
Yeah. We have
Now-
Santiago from the
now-
future.
knstyle.ie. You can check it out.
Okay,
Oh.
nice.
I have the quote here.
Pero.
Here.
Pera, pera.
Now I have it here. The quote from Coco Chanel is, the best color in the whole world is the one that looks good on you.
Okay.
So I love that because sometimes people say, "Oh, I'm gonna have to be stuck to this color palette." No, you're gonna wear this in your favor because you're gonna know what suits you the best. But the best color is always the best colors that suits, and then
If
that
you're going to
feel
a party,
comfortable
keep it in
with.
mind. If you have to go to a meeting or if you have to present something, just keep
You
those in
never
mind,
know.
and then
Yeah.
And talk about meetings. I do corporate events as well. And then
nice.
the last one was presenting about, what different colors could say if they're presenting. And then usually people, they said they wear black. Usually, that's what comes up in their minds. And then I was all in orange that day. And I was like, oh, I tell you why I'm in orange today. And then, in the
Because orange is the new
different
black.
slides.
No,
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, you see,
Orange is the
loads
new
of
black.
You're an unstoppable today.
The
But
choo-choo
anyway,
tray.
all the colors. I know we said about styling and elements of style. You have different things to think about it, but color is probably one of the first one that you're gonna be looking to people and then remember about it. Remember back in the day, you used to say, "Oh, let's meet in the shopping center." Oh, I'm wearing blue today or orange or whatever. But if you said I'm wearing a jacket, you'd be like, "Okay, I'm wearing a dress." And then loads of, but you used to say, probably, I'm wearing pink today.
Yeah.
And people be like, oh, there she is. The time we didn't have phones to contact and then get to know who they are.
That's
whatever.
nice.
Yeah.
What about blind people? Do you help blind people?
Yeah.
It sounds weird, this
Very
question,
good.
but
Well,
yeah.
they have skin colors, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but
I
they
kn-
have to trust the professional
They have
to
style
trust.
them. Yeah.
Because I never had a blind person. I never knew if a blind person would be interested in this.
But they
Because,
cut their hairs, right? They do haircut.
and they
Yeah,
sometimes
they
have nice
do,
clothes
yeah.
as well.
But
They
I
have-
never
yeah.
got a client very good. I never thought about it. Of course, I would check the colors that suit them best, but I don't know if that would matter for them much because unfortunately they can't see. But yeah, if they want to just to present themselves
Because maybe they
best.
would. You never
Yeah, not
know.
only about the colors,
Yeah.
but
No.
all the other service that you help them
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
I was gonna make these questions as something very funny, but then I realized there's kind of a seriousness.
It's a serious
Ah,
subject. Yeah.
Because I mean, like it's really like cutting the hair and this and that.
Yeah, of course.
Because,
They're
yeah.
always gonna have to rely on other people to
Yeah.
know, if they're doing the good job.
That's good. I mean, I saw what's the name, bodybuilder,
Yeah.
blind bodybuilder.
Oh wow.
So I mean, you get
Wow.
the idea.
But
Yeah.
then if you're a bodybuilder, you can touch your muscles and you can tell what you feel kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you gotta have somebody
To analyze
by your side
the whole
like,
shape,
look,
of
it's
course.
And then you have
Yeah.
the trainer there to
Yeah,
help.
yeah.
I had a professor in college that he was blind.
Okay.
And then, I was going to tell a joke, but it's not funny. But it's not a joke because,
I know.
I used to do the tests and then he used to correct the test and then I didn't really get a good point there. And then I went back and I said, but did you not see I wrote that? And then when I said that, I was like, oh, what am I saying?
Yeah, that's the important thing,
Yeah.
that he didn't make you give up your college.
Yeah.
No, he
No,
didn't
so-
know. He was so good. Maybe one of the best I had.
Okay, so that's a very good compliment
Yeah.
already.
Any other question we didn't see in this interview?
Take time for yourself. On a daily basis, you're just rushing everywhere.
Yeah.
And then you don't think about it. And then when I say about uniform, it's just because I dress my jeans, my top, and then I just put to wash, I wear again. And then you don't get to wear what you really like.
Yeah.
Life is so short, it should be boring as well. So it's good, have a wardrobe that represents you and then you just love what you wear.
That's a
and
very
feel
important
comfortable
message.
about it. And then feel confident, look to the mirror and say, here we go. I'm
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
at
I'm
this,
ready
and
to
then
kill
let's
the
start.
lion.
Yes.
Yeah. That's a
Because
very
every
good
day you have to
tip
kill it.
because
Yeah.
it's tough for you to stop and look at you
Yeah.
and spend time on you.
Especially if you're wearing uniforms, like it's,
He's-
I mean, you're not
he's
your-
stuck
Stuck with
with
the
his
uniform.
No, because the thing is, like, you're not your profession, but sometimes you're just there, like, wearing your profession, and people are like, "Oh, that's the guy that does this job,"
Yeah.
But it's way beyond that.
Ah,
So it's really important. Like, I'm taking it into
You're
consideration.
not just in
because-
uniform.
No, you're not just a uniform. Yeah, like, because you really need to take time and analyze. Am I doing this right, wrong? Am I doing like right and wrong in a way in which, like, am I enjoying the process or not? Am I
Yes.
happy with that or not?
Because then every day, just get that clothes, go to work, probably don't like your work or, oh God. So you need to make just not time for dressing, but time for yourself to do stuff that you like.
It's important to recognize
Yeah.
yourself, your
Yes.
image.
Take time for that, yeah.
Same goes when you have your haircut or you
Yeah.
wear
Yeah, of
makeup.
course.
Or
You like my haircut?
I think it's nice. I think you could do como é trança?
Blades.
But yeah, maybe you
Yeah.
could do some dreads.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would look nicer.
I'm,
Yeah.
No, look.
Luke Skywalker.
Look amazing, don't
Luke
worry.
Skywalker.
What?
Luke Skywalker.
Solo Han.
Han Solo.
Han Solo, whatever. I'm not a fan of it.
Yeah, I'm not as well.
Ah. Anyways, I'm not as a
But-
Mara.
Pretending
Anyways,
I'm not a
oops.
geek.
And you don't like Sarwa.
No, I don't. I love it.
Love it. Oh, Karina, what's the social media you use? Like, can you just provide us a way in which people can reach you out and
Yeah,
ask
of
you
course.
questions and bother you?
I have the English version in which you be, in Instagram, Karina.fashionconsultant. And then you have Karina MacMullan as well if you want to follow me in the Brazilian side. Because then I have two separate ones, so I'll be able to speak in Portuguese and then only speak in English.
It's easy to post things as well. You don't have to be posting both, and then it's kind of
I do post
A lot.
both in different stuff. Yeah.
Could be worse. She could
I
have
feel-
Spanish as well.
It's
Yes.
just no, that's just too,
That's
this
too
is fine.
much.
It's already
Too
too
much.
much. But I feel the Brazilian market know already. Let's say in Brazil, this type of services is not new thing. So loads of people got really big in the last 5-10 years. So loads of people already will know about it. So I feel that the Brazilian market knows a little bit more. So the type of posts will be a little bit different.
Yeah.
And then for the Irish, slash the English speaker market here, it's gonna be a little bit more of the not basic, but a little bit more, for them to understand more about colors and why they should do the color analysis.
I just have a final question here that crossed my mind. Do you see differences when you're actually providing your service to a Brazilian or to maybe another? Because Brazilians usually you can speak very openly about everything.
Yeah.
So do you feel this difference that maybe with some nationalities you would have to be a little more careful with what you say, as opposed to the Brazilians you can say, no, you look terrible on that. Come on.
Yeah, come on.
And it's fine for us
You
to
see,
hear
I
something
think
like
you
that.
get the feeling how the person is once you start talking to her in the beginning of the
It's more about reading.
consultation. Yes, but I say the Brazilians or the Irish or other nationalities. Like I have done over 30 nationalities now. It's so nice in Ireland that you get to meet, so many different nationalities.
She's global.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to reach.
Expat.
The other day I was checking how many nationalities in the world. So
Nice. That's very nice.
But anyway, but like I see, like let's say just the Irish, like some other Irish will be more open, some other Irish will be more like, oh, hi, how are
Shy.
you? So that, if the person is more open, you'll be open as well. Like not open to say what I think, but just a little bit more extroverted.
Yeah.
That's way I'm is. But I had a girl from Dubai before, and then she would, maybe she was very introverted.
Very
and stuff.
shy,
Yeah.
What about the cultural
And then-
differences as well?
Yes,
Yeah.
because
Cultural
colors could be
barriers.
different in different countries,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Like I say Europe and then Brazil will be kind of similar in regards to this. But I had an Indian and then this one in Dubai. Both of them were gonna get married, but they don't get married in white.
It's red.
because I have the different white fabrics for them to check. But they were like, oh no, but then the Indian was saying, I need different 3 or 4 dresses
Yeah.
for different days. So different
It's
colors.
crazy.
And then she was like,
And it's
"Oh,
beautiful,
yeah.
though,
Yeah,
the-
wow.
Marriage is complicated already, but 3 for clothes. Oh my god.
And all of them are very fancy.
Yes. And then
For
it's
the
good
birds.
to learn a little bit, some other different cultures as well.
It is, yeah. It's important actually because we come here, arrive here, we don't know what's going on. We gotta try error, trial and
Try and
error.
error.
Yeah.
So
To
something like
get-
that, yeah.
Trying to understand the best. Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's fun, yeah. We have good stories.
Yeah, you collect those stories and then of course you use them on your daily basis because
Yeah.
they're tools.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Just, part of the experience.
Yes,
let's
of
say.
course.
That's it, the
Cool.
experience. Okay, so
Eh.
I think that's it, yeah.
Yeah, I think
I mean, like, we made loads of questions for you, like,
we made a lot
Thank
of
you.
questions.
Yeah.
True.
I hope I answered them all.
You did.
it was like, yeah, all legit questions for myself, personal questions.
This time you didn't ask for your friend, huh?
My friend,
Your
no.
friend. Sometimes he asks for his
understand.
friend.
Yeah.
I was talking about something I forgot. My friend, what was that?
With Igor.
Oh, right.
Igor. We had
pain
a
in the back and
physiotherapist here.
Oof.
He's fantastic. And
Poor
he was
friend.
asking, my friend has those back pains,
He works
Let me
Monday to
just
Friday
tell you
carrying
here,
weight.
Yeah.
it's like-
Yeah.
My friend does that for, a routine. So,
Yeah. my friend, probably he's crude, but yeah.
yeah.
So, anyways, yeah.
This is what people say. Yeah, that's how we believe it's your
Yeah.
friend, and I'm very sorry for him. I hope he goes and with friend. Karina, thank you very much for coming here today. With
thank
all
you.
the chances that you wouldn't come, with all the things
I
that actually
know.
happened,
If
Yeah.
you ever knew.
and you made
what happens
it.
behind the scene.
Yeah. But it's all good.
That
We
means
make
a
it
lot.
happen,
Thank you
yeah.
very much.
Yeah, thank you for your effort. It means a
Hello,
lot to us.
thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Had a really nice time here. Answer all
Cool.
these
You're
questions
gonna
and
be
then-
invited again.
Yeah.
I hope you don't
Thank
hate
you.
us and you come again.
Oh, Lord. No.
Yeah.
Just invite me. I love this.
Cool.
And if we didn't cover any question about things here, like you can just text her, drop a message.
Oh,
Reach
yeah.
out her,
Yeah.
follow us. If you don't like us, follow us anyway, because then maybe your friend's gonna like
Yeah.
us, you never know.
Maybe you're not ready to like us yet.
Maybe you're not ready to like us yet.
It's hard to know.
And follow her for the same reason.
Yeah.
So thank you guys and see you next season.
Next season.
Oh
of
my
course.
god, see you next season.
For more to come. Bye. Thank you.
That's what she said.
Come me home, I started left the glint of beardly broken Hugh. In the merry month of June, started salute to Father dear. Come me home, I started left the
Eu tirar a fotinho, deixei lá. Ah, tudo bem. Depois você me manda.
Quer tirar uma foto daqui? Aí depois
tudo
você
bem.
se manda.
Você se muda.
É.
Se manda não.
Trouxe daqui a louca.
Oi.
Ah, não, peraí.
Já vai.
Tudo sob controle. tá?
Socorro!
Pera,
Tô
tudo
vendo
bem.
que tá sob
Tudo
controle.
Peraí.
Dá, Santiago, chega aí.
1, 2, 3. Ai, caramba, vai.
3, 2. Eu não tô com a cara no ferro, não, né? Voltou.
Com
Peraí,
ferro
vou
na
ver.
cara. Tem gente que gosta de levar ferro por trás. Tem
Gostou
gente...
do ferro na cara? Fez outra?
Tem gente
eu
que...
perguntei pra vocês porque eu quero uma opinião de fora.
Tá um pouco assim, ó. Ah, mas é o podcaster. Peraí, eu posso pôr ali em cima.
Mas aí você
Ferro,
não
sem
sai,
ferro,
assim
ele
você
vai
não
fazer
sai.
episódio. Que
Pode
merda.
selfie aqui, que...
Oi?
1, 2, 3 e...
Uau.
Nossa, eu tô meio... Como
As
era
cores.
naquela...
São as cores.
Não, aquela cantora lá.
Maria Bethânia?
É, não tá?
Não, tá
tudo bem.
bonito. Tá armado, mas tá bonito.
É.
Não tá um armado desorientado, não. Ele tá definido.
Não tá Maria Bethânia, não. Tá Patrícia Pilar.
Tá, é o Barramalha, então. Patrícia Pilar, quem é? Ah, eu lembro!
É,
A
arrasou.
Flora.
Ó,
A
da
Flora.
minha
Que
época, da
elogio,
minha
hein?
época. Bom, melhor que é o Barramalha.
É,
Mas que melhor.
I want to be an actress.
Ó,
I was studying to be an
enough.
actress.
I wanted to.
Yeah, you wanted to, never said
ó,
it.
Patrícia Pilar.
Aí, ó. Tá vendo? Já tava ali.
Pilar, vírgula, Patrícia.
Pilar.